Hello citizens, Councillor Gian-Carlo Carra here, Ward 9 TV Light. Today's topic is the difficult issue, especially this year, of property taxes. On January 5th, the city mails out over 500,000 property tax assessments to all the properties in the City of Calgary. It's our major source of revenue. And this year there's a triple whammy happening. There's a downturn in the economy, obviously, so everyone's hurting. Something that I don't think a lot of people realize is that your residential tax dollars do not in any way cover all of the services that are provided. For that, we rely on the much bigger bite we take out of the business community. And the City of Calgary has always relied on the power of the economic engine of Calgary's downtown. The downtown core, because of the drop-off in oil prices, is experiencing record vacancies. And because of that, property values in the downtown core are way down. And because we have a revenue-neutral property tax assessment formula that's imposed upon us by the province, we now have a situation where, because our major funding source is down in value, everywhere else in the city has to basically make up the difference. And this is for non-residential. So the businesses of Ward 9, and Ward 9, I'm super proud, is the second largest economic engine outside of the downtown core in the City of Calgary. It's the Southeast Industrial area, the Manchester area, amazing amazing business districts like Inglewood, Bridgeland. These are places that are going to experience a ridiculously higher than normal rate of taxation because we have to spread out the pain across the whole system. There's that. There's the fact that property values are down. And then the third whammy in this whole unfortunate situation is that we are consolidating the business tax into the non-residential property tax. So when I took office in 2010, Calgary was one of the few cities in North America or in Canada that still had a business tax. And what we decided to do was that we would sort of consolidate them into just the non-residential property tax. And that is ongoing right now. And this year that sort of is still trickling in. And so there's a boost in the non-residential property tax because it's taking the business tax. There's a downturn in the economy, so everyone's hurting. And because that's gutted the downtown core, number 3, that the amount of taxation that we draw from everyone is spreading out across the non-residential property tax in a way that is very abusive to small businesses. And Council is aware of that. Council's very concerned. We've actually set aside $15 million to try and sharpen the spikes. So there will be places that get inordinately hit, and what we want to do is we want to shave those peaks with that $15 million because of the way we are sort of trapped into assessing property tax by the province. It's very difficult to do that. And we have teams of lawyers who are tying themselves in knots right now trying to figure out exactly how to do that. But we've set that money aside so that no small business is going to experience more than a 5% jump. Now, of course, there's your share of the property tax within the context of your assessed value, and then there's your assessed value. And some places are going to go up in value, some places are going down. If you find that your property tax has jumped up considerably because your assessed value has jumped up and that doesn't make sense to you, the City of Calgary, it works on a very sophisticated algorithm based on location to things, based on local sales. It sometimes gets it wrong. So if you are finding that your assessed value has gone considerably up, there is an appeals process. It lasts until March, I think, 6th. And I would highly encourage you to call the city and start the process of having a serious conversation about whether they got your property tax value right. Even if your value goes up or down, there's generally going to be a rise in the non-residential. For residences, it's going to be pretty much the same, and we've bent over backwards as council to tighten our belts, to make sure that we're not increasing the tax rate, and to make sure that we're battening down the hatches and holding strong in this tough economy. So don't hesitate to contact my office. We can't obviously intervene in the tax, but we can your taxation situation, but we can definitely support you and get you going in the right direction as you start to deal with these issues. I understand completely that this is a very tough time, and I thank everyone for tightening their belts and really working hard to keep this amazing city going through this tough time. We're going to get through this, and thank you very much. Councillor Gian-Carlo signing off for Ward 9 TV Light.